Fighting back against corporate investors who are buying up available homes here in San Diego and making it even more difficult for San Diegans who either want to rent or buy. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Next week, the County Board of Supervisors will take up a proposal to combat this growing practice of Wall Street investors buying up homes and apartments for their profit, making the affordable housing crisis here even worse.
CBS 8's Richard Allen spoke with the county leader who's leading this charge and is here now with more details on what the plan is.
Well, that's right. This is getting a lot of attention. Now, County Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer calls San Diego ground zero for this growing trend of giant financial corporations coming in and buying up homes here. It's a trend she says is forecast to increase tenfold by the end of this decade.
And it's hurting first-time home buyers, it's hurting renters.
Board of Supervisors Vice Chair Tara Lawson-Remer says as more and more corporate investors snap up available homes using cash, San Diego's already limited housing inventory is depleted even more, driving down availability and driving up prices.
The normal everyday resident who I'm here to fight for can't compete because they're trying to borrow their money at 7%, and the big Blackstones of the world are coming in with all cash and their money's free.
Blackstone, for example, is the country's largest residential landlord, which in 2021 bought 66 buildings throughout the county, roughly 5,600 housing units. Lawson-Remer says this not only makes it exceedingly difficult for would-be first-time home buyers to achieve the American dream, but also drives up rents.
We know that these big corporate institutional investors are making that really hard for everyone, and we're fighting back.
A fight that the Board of Supervisors will take up next Tuesday. Lawson-Remer is proposing a number of steps to tackle this issue, including a comprehensive county-wide study of how widespread this practice is. Her proposal also calls for taking legal action at the county level.
Look at what kind of litigation that we as a county can implement on behalf of residents of San Diego County to hold these corporate investors and corporate landlords accountable, because we already have that tool at our disposal.
Already on the state and federal levels, prosecutors are going after corporations that have allegedly engaged in price fixing to keep rents artificially high. This county-level action comes as several statewide bills are currently being debated, including one by San Diego Assemblymember Chris Ward that would ban residential real estate developers from selling homes on a large scale to corporate investors.
Who are we fighting for? Are we fighting for the corporate interests, or are we fighting for Californians, for their dream of home ownership?
Now, this countywide proposal, which is on next Tuesday's board agenda, would also look at other policies that the county could adopt to help protect ordinary home buyers as well as renters. For example, possibly refusing to do business with companies that engage in any kind of anti-competitive practices or price fixing to set rents.
Interesting legislation, Richard, to protect people just trying to get into the housing market or to rent. Do we have any idea what percentage of homes here in the county are actually owned by these large corporate investors?
Well, that is a very good question, and that's part of this proposal to do sort of a deep dive zip code by zip code to see where this is happening the most. But some preliminary data shows that about 35% of home purchases late last year were by corporate investors. So this is a huge problem. Tara Lawson-Remer points out that that is an astronomical number. She's hoping this proposal can sort of help to remedy that situation.
Just artificial pressure up on the housing market, pressure we don't need here in San Diego.
Exactly.
Richard Allen reporting live. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.